Well, let's get this. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Do you hear it?
there we go. All right, I had to get us back on the screen.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know what he's doing.
Hmm. All right. So
Yeah,
tell
I
you
don't
what.
know.
Let me tell you here. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to tonight's podcast. First of all, right from the get go, our main guest backed out last minute for the very reason why I asked him a week ago if he needed a reschedule. He said he was going to be out in the woods, and of course, I knew, and I confronted him about it. And he tells me, "Oh, I have no service out here, or I can't get logged in." So anyway, here we are. We do not have a main guest, so tonight we're going to put Daniel Williams on the spot tonight. Now we're going to go back and forth. We're going to have a good conversation tonight. We're going to have a
Yeah, yeah.
podcast regardless. So, um, so yeah, if this is your first time tuning in or whatever, hey, thank you for being here, and feel free to share this around. One thing I want to introduce to Daniel, Mr. Daniel Williams. We got two Daniels here.
Yeah.
So
It's got to be fun.
right. Real quick, I'll be watching the live chat. I got the live chat opened up. We're broadcasting live both on YouTube and Facebook. So, uh, Daniel, one of the things I wanted to let you know, which I kind of already spilled the beans earlier. Yeah, the Cryptid Wrangler. You guys are officially on the Media Squash Network. So,
Cool.
our so for those who don't know what the Media Squash Network is, it's a radio podcast platform network. It's they have their own radio station, but they also do podcast platforms distribution. So I'm thankful for them because ECBR Bigfoot Radio is a big member of them. We distribute our content to them. Now,
Yeah.
Cryptid Wrangler will be doing the same thing. They actually have their own online radio program. So once it hits the platform within a day or two, it gets automatically spread throughout wherever you can listen. Whatever your favorite podcast platform is, you're going to be able to listen now to the Cryptid Wrangler. That's right. The Cryptid Wrangler will be a part of Media Squatch Network. So, iHeartRadio, Apple, Pandora. There's so many others. I can't even think of half of them, but there's a lot of them out
Yeah.
there. So yeah, because you guys usually watch the Cryptid Wrangler podcast on YouTube. Now it'll be YouTube and so much more.
All over.
um, so I'm glad, I'm excited for them that they are now a part of that platform. So, uh, yeah, these guys are making some moves and going places. So, but anyway, we're gonna have a good chat tonight.
Yeah.
It sucks that our other co-host can't be here, Larry. Larry was supposed to be a part of this, but he's having some technical difficulties getting on here. That's all right, not a problem. So
Yeah. Wing it. We'll wing
yeah,
it.
that's right. It's not the first time. I'm sure you guys had to do it plenty of times on your end.
Yep. Yep. Oh,
So,
hey, and Dan, thanks. I appreciate all the help you've been giving me and stuff too. It's a little crazy out there. So,
oh, I'm sure. I know between I know getting in touch with each other. I mean, you're busy with work, and you know,
oh yeah.
I mean, work sucks, but hey, somebody's got to do it, right?
Oh yeah.
I cuss out, I cuss all day long at work under my breath. Like, why the do I got to be here? I hate this job,
Exactly right. Why don't these packages can send themselves?
right? Like, I hate doing what I do, but the only reason I think I've been there already as long as I have because it's close to home, and I have 3 day weekends. So but it
That's a good trade off. Good trade
well,
off.
it is. But I've been there over a year already, a year and 3 months, and I we just got a raise. But when I
Oh
looked at
wow.
I mean, like we were told, well, hey, we got a raise. So I looked at my when I looked at my deposit, I said, okay, there's only $12 extra on my paycheck. So I was like, I went onto my,
Sweet.
we have an app to see our taxes and our breakdown and everything. So I pull up my phone, look at my app. Oh, how much do they really? I only got 39 cents more an hour.
Yeah, that's your big moving on up.
It's supposed to be a cost of living raise is what they gave us. I said,
Yeah.
please,
Yep.
cost of living. I mean, what's $12 going to get you now? It might
Yeah, that's not going to do much.
might out here it might get you a quarter of a tank. I don't know what out your way, but
Or a cup of
or a
coffee.
half a
That's
tank,
about it out here.
a coffee. Yeah, wow.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you guys deal directly with Colombia, don't you?
Oh, pretty much. Yeah. And
Wow.
the sugar comes free with it, too. I don't know why they put extra sugar in there, but caffeine will boost you up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the extra white caffeine powder.
There you go. There you go. Sales.
Oh man.
So
Uh,
I guess I don't see Larry, so I don't know what he's
yeah,
going to do.
yeah. I'm watching. If he pops in here, it'll show up in
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'll see when he pops up here. But right now, he's just showing the two of us at the moment. So, but yeah. You know, I know you guys had me on your podcast. So while you guys were
Yeah.
chit chatting with me, there's things I wanted to know about you guys. So I mean, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
if I could throw some questions out at you.
Of
Um,
course. Open book, man.
so what got your interest in being involved with the whole cryptid world? I mean, did you guys do you have any kind of experiences, or kind of take us back a little bit? What's the earliest
Yeah.
part that got you involved? And I'm just kind of going from there. And the table's
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I was watching, well, a lot of the cryptid stuff, the Loch Ness and all that, and what really got me hooked was Josh Gates' show,
Oh yeah.
Destination Unknown, or Destination Truth. That's what it was.
Hmm.
And he had one or two every week, and it was like, okay, now this is what I want. And then just started out like that, and then I think it was, I don't know, gosh, 5 or 6 years ago, I ran into Ronnie LeBlanc, and I went out, introduced myself, and he and I started talking for a couple hours. And he goes, "Dude, you got to be doing this. You got to need a podcast. You got to do this. You got to do that." I'm like, "Okay." I went home and did it, and I've got a buddy that actually. I'm like, I don't have a name for a podcast. I don't know what to do. And he goes, "You're the Crypto Wrangler." I'm like, okay. And that's how it kind of went from there. But
I really like
once
the name. I really do. The name's awesome.
it's an older, it's a buddy of mine that he runs the uh, Orange County Dogman Project, and so he took a job doing something else, and so I just kind of kept going. And but we do have that podcast too, but doesn't get really used much anymore. So
Hmm.
it's kind of sucks. I wear the hat and a little bit of a tribute,
Yeah.
but doing all of it, I'm having a blast, man. I mean, I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I do nothing but research or my books or documentaries that we got coming up till about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I go to work doing my regular stuff. So it's 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 a lot of fun. It gets me up early. It's quiet. I can research as much as I want, look stuff up, um, check other people's podcasts, stuff like that too. So that
I,
was one of those.
Yeah, you get up at 2 a.m. your time. I get up the same time.
You do,
5 o'clock
about
my time. 5 a.m. my time.
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm about ready to go to work when it's 5 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I usually leave
depends on
here
what
by.
jobs.
Yeah, I'm usually leaving the house by 5:30. I mean, we start at
Yeah.
6 in the morning, 6 to 4 Monday through Thursday. So yeah.
Well,
So,
one of the guys I work with is across the street, and he's like, "I want you up and ready by 5 o'clock." I'm like, "I'll be ready at 2. You want me to call you?" He's like, "No." So,
well, how far?
oh well,
Just,
you can try.
just, just curious. How far do you guys have to drive to get to work?
Oh, it
Probably on.
depends. We could
Oh yeah.
be in San Diego one day and LA the next. So I'm pretty much an hour south of Los Angeles, and about an hour north of San Diego. So
Okay.
we get a lot of things in between too. So yeah,
Right. Well, I mean, the reason I ask is, if you got a coworker that lives nearby, if you guys have to be assigned or got to go to the same location, it probably wouldn't hurt to maybe carpool with gas prices being the way they are.
that's what we've been. He's
Oh,
kind of particular. He's very
oh,
particular. I mean, he's directly across the street from my house, right over there.
wow.
So he helps me when I do my cabinets and carpentry and stuff like that, and then I help him hang signs. So like the McDonald's signs, the Ralph signs, stuff like that. So it really depends on where we're going to be at and whether it's one job or two. Most of the time it's just one, and we knock off work at about 2 o'clock. So we're usually home by 3, depending on where we're at. So yeah,
Well, we got a new McDonald's almost finished being built right up the road from us, well, 3 miles up the road. Got to come hang that
yeah,
sign.
oh yeah, no, definitely. I'd be on your podcast in time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
no,
right?
no, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, but it's a lot of. I mean, it's smaller check cashing places. We do a lot of the signs for pools and stuff like that that are through an HOA, stuff like that. We have signs that we put up, and it's exactly what it looks like on the outside of McDonald's or Ralph's or CVS, all that. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. Keeps me
So,
busy.
so apart from work, I mean, what do you do in your free time? I mean, you get out to the woods much?
I have the opportunity to. I just don't get as much as I would out there because I'm in bed by 7 because I'm up at 2. So,
Uh,
but we have a place right up the way that's actually my research area, Black Star Canyon. In fact, I was messaging Ronnie because Russell said he was going to come out. I got Biko that's going to come out. So Black Star Canyon is, I mean, 20 minutes away, and it's got everything Skinwalker Ranch does.
mm,
So, uh,
nice.
UFOs, UAPs. We've got. It's the most haunted place in California, and it's like Matt Harvey I had told you about. He has seen 8 to 10 different Bigfoot back there over
Oh
a couple of
wow.
years. Yeah, so it's there, and I've the gone into Black Star, which was originally a coal mining company, Black Star. And at first I thought, oh, Black Star, I wonder where that's at. Because I was listening to Matt on the radio or a podcast, and I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be so cool if it was the Black Black uh, Black Star Ranch just up the way? And I'm thinking, because I've seen them all. I think Texas has one. I know that Kentucky has one, and
Mm,
so he was doing haunted tours back there, and that's where he ended up getting a lot of the paranormal. Is you could see shadow people walking across the middle of the street in the afternoon. It's
wow.
that crazy. So
You
yeah.
know, I know there's a gentleman I had. We had as a guest on my podcast about a little over a month ago, a couple months ago maybe. Dave, I don't know. You may already know him. Dave Scott. Are you familiar with Dave Scott?
No, huh?
He himself is actually a online radio host, uh,
Cool.
but he is very invested into the whole Bigfoot, paranormal, all the nine, all the works.
Yeah.
However, when we had him on here, full of information, a lot of details, talked about a lot of the experiences, uh, and I can't remember all the details to get into it, but apart from Bigfoot, he talks a lot about Bigfoot. However, also he
Yeah.
talks about his project called Haunted 108. It's referring to a barn that's on the property where
Oh
he
really?
invests. Yeah. So, yeah, with what a lot of what you just mentioned, that's the first thought that popped in my head. I said, yeah. because he refers to
Yeah.
his location, his property, and everything that happens up there as a
Oh yeah.
skinwalker ranch itself. All kinds of strange activity up there, paranormal, Bigfoot,
And there
everything.
are many of those.
Yeah,
Like I was watching, um, gosh, what was it? Something. I think it was a Secret of Bradshaw Ranch, and I
yeah.
saw a Doctor Simeon Hine that was there in the video, and I thought, I'm gonna shoot him a message and see if he wants to be on. He's like, yeah, sure. He got back to me in like 15 minutes, and he's a big professor out there in Colorado. So I mean, we've had some awesome guests, and I've got 5 different groups that basically I've started along the board because of the encounters. I've done paranormal for 40 years on and off, 20 for cryptids, and then I'm doing the UFO UAP stuff for about, I think, a year and a half now. So
Okay,
it's interesting. Get through a lot of great people, and
yeah.
it just keeps me busy.
That's one thing
So
I
it's
like
fun.
about doing this. Yeah, you learn a lot. I mean, you get more familiar with your guests. You get sometimes you end up getting a lot closer with them because somewhere along the lines, I mean, there may be stuff you may disagree with, but at the same time,
Yeah,
you're also gaining information that you got to keep in the back of your mind. Or
exactly.
or you may like, wait a minute, something they talk about or explain or experience. Wait a minute, I did too, but even though we
Exactly.
both experienced something similar,
Yep.
we may see it in different views, or
Definitely.
it's all about collaborating. That's why I love doing podcasts and
Yeah.
interviewing people and learning about their experiences because a lot of what they might have experienced, you may have done too. So
Yeah.
you might want some enclosure on what you experienced. Like, well, how do you like? For example, like how do you feel about those kind of questions come up. You want to know how
Yeah.
they feel or what they thought, or so that's what podcasts are to be. They are beneficial, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
We've had that a lot too, to where, like we have another, basically researcher in the UK, and
mhm.
it's interesting that when I'm on his show, we start making connections where he'll say something, and I'm going, okay, this is exactly what happened to us, and you start making those connections, and eventually you can't. I mean, you're meeting so much, but you're starting so many other questions, but they're progressive questions, which is really nice. So a lot of ends being met. Bless you, man.
Viewed it in time, but it didn't work. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we make more connections just talking to each other back and forth on a podcast than just about any other source.
Right.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I mean, with I know you're, like I of all people understand between work and projects, podcasts, it's a lot to balance. A lot to
Yeah.
keep up with. Sometimes it can be very
Yeah.
overwhelming. I mean, for example, with my podcast, I was doing them through the winter months, like every Friday. Friday and
Oh,
some
yeah.
Saturdays. But then I was like, okay, my podcast season is done with. I'll do them on occasion. So I'll do them when I'm able to because as the weather gets warmer, hey, my goal is to be out there as much as I can. And if I'm not spending time with my grandson, I mean, I want him involved too, but I can't always
Yeah.
have him with me doing what I do. But
Yeah.
so yeah, try to keep up with the podcast and everything. I mean, do you have any projects or any goals that you're trying to work towards in the research field?
Yeah. Like last year, last November, the week prior to CryptiCon, Paul Chafin and I went out and filmed the documentary the whole week previous, and then the last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the conference. And so it's doing that, but we didn't get enough actual footage to make a full hour documentary. So either I'm gonna head back out there sometime before, or this next year we're gonna be at the LBO. I got Daryl coming and Martin. I got Mike Smith. I've got gosh, there's probably 6 or 7 people,
Mm.
including Paul. So, and we know most of the guys from the LBO. You
Okay.
know, Martin and Daryl and Mike and all these other guys. And so Martin's out there 300 days out of the year. He
Martin,
stays
what's it?
there.
Martin
Martin
Grove?
Groves.
Grove,
Yeah,
okay. And then
Groves.
Daryl, you talking about Daryl Denton?
Denton. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
I
cool.
guess
Great
I don't
people, yeah.
put the last names in because,
Oh, no, you're fine. You're
but
fine.
yeah, yeah. So we're gonna do that this year. I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna do. I've got a couple of really cool people that are helping me with the documentary. You know, how to do it, film it, cut it, produce it. We had a originally we had a Cryptid Wrangler production company, but he was going one way, I was going another, so that just kind of ended up being just me. But I've got some of the best, you know, podcasters looking at it, and we got some amazing footage. You know, we were in the Daniel Boone probably a minute, and the first thing we got was a dog man 30 feet up in a tree,
Oh,
and we
wow.
didn't even catch it. We didn't even catch it. And I got home and I was sick, and he's like, dude, the first minute we were there, we got one in the tree. And I'm like, no. He's like, this is right after the sign. Well, all our batteries, I had them all taken care of at the hotel. Everything was charged, everything was ready. 1 minute in, and there's no batteries, there's no nothing. So basically, we got stuck with just our phones. And
Wow.
that was
So,
where we
like,
got a lot of it. Yeah.
so everything you had charged was dead?
Yep. Everything. Even
Wow.
my GoPros, all that stuff gone. And that
Wow.
was more than one day too. So it was yeah. There's something to it out there.
I'm going to tell
So
you what, I've heard, first of all, I've heard of this happening on occasion to several other people over the years.
yeah.
But David, if David's still listening, he's one of my team members that will be out after this coming week.
Cool.
We've experienced that ourselves in the area that we're researching and investigating.
Yeah.
We had fully charged radios, two-way radios, fully charged, and even brand new radios just go dead, and then
Yep.
then they would come back on. David had an MP3 player with the rest of his equipment sitting in his equipment tent. Wasn't never turned on. It was completely sitting by itself, and it turned on by itself, which
Yeah.
was very
Yeah.
weird. And as he explained, it's not a push button to turn it on. You got to push and slide it up to turn it on. The
Oh,
little, yeah, one of those.
that
So
makes it
it's,
even harder.
yeah, it's not easily turned on. So there's a lot of strangeness and a lot of weird activity. I mean, I had my EMF reader do some high spikes during the daytime,
Yeah, we
just
did
alone
too.
at our camp. So,
Yeah.
uh, it leaves questions like, what's doing this?
Yeah.
Is there paranormal in the area? We don't like to bring that up,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of the stuff we experience is kind of almost pointing towards that for the
Yeah.
very fact, like we play around with the little round ghost balls, or some call them their
Oh
cat
yeah,
balls.
cat balls.
We've had them
Yeah.
go off the camp, so
Yeah.
we'll be sitting around the fire, 15 feet away. So, like I know David's wife Melissa, like one of the balls is going off. We're like, what? Oh no, this is so freaking cool.
Yeah. We
But
had just done in well, we did a full investigation at oh gosh, I can never remember the name of it. The Biltmore in LA,
mm,
which you know, you've got what was it? I can't think of her name, where she was murdered. Black Dahlia. She was murdered, and it was left down the way, and it was from a surgeon. And we actually got both of them to come in when we were at the Biltmore. So it was crazy, and I didn't. Normally, when I leave, I tell it, yeah, you can't come on with me. You got to stay here. This is, this is my home. You cannot follow us. Didn't do that.
Right.
Uh, and so, um, my wife Lori and I, she's had, her shirt pulled. I've
Yep.
watched some of our little older dogs that have passed away come running out of the hallway, and it's the exact same run, that little pouncing that she used to do. So there's that. I see people walking around the house now, so it's
Wow.
wasn't the
No.
smartest,
Who
but
was it?
yeah,
You said
no.
who had their shirt pulled?
Lori, my wife did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
and
was curious about that because our last camp out, the very last night, everyone had already left earlier that day, and we had
yeah,
one night. It was me, David, and Melissa. David and Melissa sitting on the opposite side of the fire. I was sitting right across from them. I'm slept in
yeah,
the very same chair that I'm sitting in right now. My camp. This is my camp chair. I use it for this because it's comfortable. And I'm slouched down. I'm wearing my black uh, Virginia Bigfoot hoodie. I'm just slouched
mm,
down there, kind of glaring or gazing over the top of the fire or looking at the fire. It's quiet at this particular moment. It is very quiet, and
yeah,
I'm dead still. I'm not moving. And all of a
yeah,
sudden, my hoodie that's hanging on the back of me, it gets tugged on 2 times.
yeah,
Right there at camp with all the strange like. I never reacted to it. I never said nothing. I
yeah,
I pulled my phone out just for the heck of it, for shits and giggles. I
yeah,
pulled my phone out, started snapping selfies, just for the heck of it, see if anything odd
yeah,
would appear behind me, which it didn't. But yeah, the next day after we broke camp, and later that day after we all got home, I messaged David. I said, I told him about that. You know,
yeah,
I don't, I don't know what to think, but it happened. It's
yeah.
whatever. It's happened, but there's some strange
Well,
stuff that's happening out there. So,
yeah. Like it's called the hitchhiker effect, and the first people that actually came up with that was Skinwalker Ranch. And so I was talking to a couple guys back there. This was before we did the Biltmore, and I asked them specifically, I'm like, so tell me about the hitchhiker effect. And they were just like, oh my God. Like, so who ended up, having stuff happen at their house, poltergeist stuff, stuff moving and whatnot. They all did. Production crew, the whole cast, everything. Everybody had it. So I think there was two people that said they didn't have it, but I don't think they knew what they were looking for. They're
right.
still part of the production companies and stuff for History Channel. So yeah, it's real. That's for sure. And Lori, she's a skeptic too. So when she turned around and looked at me and said, "Did you pull on my shirt?" And I went, "Oh, she's not a
Wow.
skeptic anymore." So, but yeah, no, it's interesting. There's so much that goes into so many different things that,
Wow.
yeah, you just hear about over the years, and then it happens, and you're like, "You should have done that." But yeah, it's fun.
Wow. I mean, what's the most bizarre or strange, wild experience that you would ever had?
Oh, that I've had,
Yeah.
like ever.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be anything. I'm just. I love talking about the weird, strange, bizarre,
Oh yeah,
unexplained, all the above.
I got that.
Yo,
I
okay.
definitely. Um, I was dating a girl that was an actress, and I was 13, 14 years old, and she was doing a scene or something like that. I said, I'm going to go use the restroom, and I walked out. We were at the Warner Brothers studios, and I walked out, and I kept looking over in this corner lot, and the guy said, "Hey, you looking for the bathroom?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, I'll show you." And he walked me over there, and I said, "What's going on with those 5 or 6 people over there in the corner?" "Who?" I said, "They're all staring at that corner post." I don't see anything. I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna shut up." And so as I was leaving the restroom to come back, he says, um, there was a fire here. And I'm like, no, I didn't know that. He says, yeah, it was, I think he said the 1920s, something like that. And 6 people had died. And it was the same studios that we were at that he caught fire.
Wow.
So there's that. And then so I came home and I can't tell my parents about something like this because they're Christian. I mean, just crazy Christian. Asked my grandmother and she goes, oh, so
Right.
you got it. And I said, what do you mean I got it? She goes, well, your mom was supposed to get it because it skips generations. But apparently you ended up being sensitive and an empath when we thought it was her. So I've been learning about that since I was 13 or 14 years old, hence the 40 years of paranormal research.
Mm.
So I still see stuff, but I have better control of it now,
Now,
which is
wait a minute.
nice.
Let me back up a little. Is this where you live now? Or? Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, we have an Indian that lives across the street. And I grew up here in Mission Viejo. Um, so the weird thing is how do I say it? Train of thought. Oh, the Indian that's across from us. I grew up here, so there was nothing. When I was growing up, there was none of this here. I mean, no college or no high school. There's no where I'm living at now. Just everything. And I had a guy that lives across the street. He was a big historian. I said, "Hey, you see that Indian guy that's sitting at the bottom of your stairs?" He goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah, there's an Indian that's at the bottom of your stairs." He's like, "No," and I said, "He's sitting there. It's about every 8 o'clock at night." And he looked it up, and in basically Mission Viejo is down from Irvine. So the Irvine company started building homes out here. Irvine, which was we were still part of the Irvine company, and they ran across a Native American graveyard, and they had to call the tribe out. They came out and they said, "Well, we're going to have to relocate all of these people," and they're like, "Okay, well, 1975 or 76 was basically where they had built a lot of their homes."
Mm.
So Philip Morris Company was who owned the Mishville. Well, it cost the people in Irvine that were developing the land $3 million, and that was way back in the 70s or early, late 70s, early 80. And Philip Morris said, "Nope, I don't care who it is, plow them." Now I've got an Indian across the street from my house.
Wow.
So, and that's where a lot of the Native American spirits came from. And a buddy of mine across the street, he found it. I couldn't have told you until he said, "Oh yeah, here's the newspaper articles and stuff on the show." God, so yeah, still see him every once in a while, but it's a better control and interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the area that we're researching and that we're going to be camping in again uh,
Yeah,
very soon. Like I said, within another week here. You know, we've done a lot of research, well, to the best of our ability. That is,
yeah,
because like I said, there's old foundations, the old homesteads in the area, and this is part of the national forest here. And also, the other thing I keep in mind is, you know, Native Americans, particular tribes, they never really established a residency here, but they've been through here. They hunted here. Um, yeah, I'm sure they camped here. They spent short periods of time here, but they never lived here for long periods of time.
yeah,
Now, the local store, about 5 miles up the road, you can go inside the store there. You see all these arrowheads and frames up on the wall. It's like, whoa, that's a lot. Like, where will we found that all here in the area? throughout the area, blah blah blah. So it makes me wonder, with the strangeness that we experience in our area, it could be a combination. If we are
Yeah.
considering or looking at the paranormal side of things, well, yeah, we have old families that lived here for over 100 years or more, that maybe lived and died here. Those are the things we got to consider. Because you can go online, you're not going to find much information.
Yeah.
For this particular area, you have to go to a library or a place that keeps records of all the old
Yeah.
history. Well, we're little by little we're coming across some information, but not much. But so that's something I keep in mind. Like, what are we experiencing? If we are, to keep an open mind and to look at this in a paranormal view or whatever how you want to view it.
Yeah.
We it's just where is the activity coming from?
Yeah.
For example, one of the times we were there, we witnessed a round strange ball of light. You know, headed back towards camp. Like this particular light, it didn't illuminate, it didn't project any beam, like it was coming from a mechanical device like a flashlight or anything. I've had other sources that experience similar things. Tell me it is. Now, again, I'm not saying I'm not agreeing, I'm not disagreeing, but some people believe it's a source from Bigfoot, manifesting their energy that they were there, but they're letting you know they're going away, basically the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Other sources say it could be paranormal, it could be a ghostly apparition or something ghostly. I don't know. There's all
Yeah.
these different possibilities, but it's hard to pinpoint when there's no factual information to say, okay, it could be this or that. To me,
Yeah.
it's all speculation,
Yeah.
what it could be. But
Yeah.
I myself, I mean, David was the first one to see it. He got my attention. I saw it. One
Yeah.
of the other guys said, I think he mentioned that he briefly saw it for a short moment. I don't know, but
Yeah.
so I know what's
Pretty
going on in these
amazing.
areas. Yeah, exactly.
It could be. It could be. Like you were just saying, I think Martin saw an orange orb. Well, actually, I think he's seen it on numerous occasions. Um, he's seen one, and Ronnie again. He. That's how he started when he was younger. He lived out in this certain area, and that people would go out and they would party in the foothills and ride motorcycles and stuff like that. And he had something come, you know, running up on him, and hey, basically he was shaking so bad he dropped his bike, and
Mm.
he knew it was something big. He couldn't tell what it was, but he was pretty sure it was some sort of a Sasquatch, and then he saw, I think 20 minutes later, something like that, he saw an orange orb, and then he saw a UFO fly. So there's definitely got to be something there in order
Yeah.
for it to. But yeah, no, I've seen a couple of other people too that have. One of the guys we had on the podcast, David, gosh, David Rush,
Okay.
and he's got a great picture of an orb, and you can actually, it almost looks like Bigfoot faces in it as it was going by. So there's got to be something to it.
Hmm.
So I couldn't tell you what it is. I'm sure it's probably, it could be anything from interdimensional to paranormal, like you said.
Right.
But a lot of the orange orbs are attributed with the Bigfoot, and whether
Yeah.
they're on it or dropped off or whatnot. So, but
Well,
yeah, yeah,
like the one we saw in Virginia here. I mean, it was around. It was a white light. It was a
some more
white
white.
round
Yeah,
ball. Now,
yeah,
almost a year prior to this, seeing this, a little over a year prior to this, the first strange lights I've ever seen or experienced happened and took place up in Pennsylvania.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
the first set of lights looked like a bunch of glittering stars, yellow and blue, a couple of reds, kind of like
yeah.
in the month of January, where it was very cold, and I could, like I told people multiple times, I honestly don't believe they were lightning bugs.
Yeah.
I've seen lightning. I grew up with lightning bugs. I would have known.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was very cold when we were observing this. And then 3 months after that, also up in Pennsylvania, I've seen four round, bluish, dimmish looking lights. Some of them about the size of a softball, maybe a slightly bigger, a couple of them a little bigger. They were
Yeah.
stationary; they weren't moving. But that was up across from where me and the group that I was with, was camping at.
Yeah.
So strange lights. I can always say that I am now no longer a stranger to seeing these because I've always heard about these from other
Yeah.
sources. And me being the objective individual I am, I mean, I never really honestly dismissed them, but I just kind of more or less let it go in one ear after the other when I've heard about them. Now I'm
Yeah.
seeing them, but
Yeah. Then it starts to put you start to put things together of, oh, okay, this is what they're saying,
mhm.
and this is what it turns into, or I mean, something like that.
Right,
There's a lot of different theories out there. Some people it's ball plasma. Um, Other it's illumination of a spirit. They say that's your paranormal, but um, there's so many different things that have come out of the different colors as well. Like
right,
the orange is with the UFOs and Bigfoot. I think the white are human spirits. This is all speculation. Nobody knows for certain, but there's four colors of them, and they all mean different things. But I don't think anybody knows what those four things are.
right.
Um, so yeah, it's interesting, and they're becoming more and more frequent too. So you're going to start to see a lot more.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah,
it's basically what William Nighthawk said. It's
yeah.
only begun, Daniel, brother.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've known him since God, since I started joining some of the podcasts and stuff out here. Um, and I grew up. I grew up. I mean, listening to him and his magic and theories and all that stuff like that. And he's one of the ones that I wanted on the show because he was the first 100 of my basically members. At that time, they were members. Um, and basically, we grew, and I think we had 600 members.
Oh wow.
And I was supposed to have a neck and back surgery. And I thought, I've got to figure out something because with ADD, there's no way I'm going to be sitting around all day, sitting
Yeah.
behind a computer and messing around, playing games. And I started adding stuff to it. And we were, God, I think we were almost, I think it was almost 60,000, but we've had to pull people off there because of I mean, trolling or whatever,
Yeah.
um, or want to tell us their story, and it's so far out there, it's not even remotely close.
Right.
Um, and then we had to go private. It's just, I mean, I was getting between 800 to 1,000 new memberships every morning.
Mm.
And that was the other reason I started getting up so early is because I'm having to go through these. We didn't have the question process. What you have to become a member. There's just certain things like, well, I'm sure you're aware of with PTSD. Um, that's a huge thing, and it's a lot of the time it's after seeing Bigfoot or Dogman, one of the two.
Mhm.
Those are the big ones, and
Yeah. Yeah. I know a
yeah,
lot of people have experienced that in various situations.
yeah,
Maybe I have yet to, but I mean, I've I can't say I've ever been in that. I've had some scary, frightening, chilling experiences, uh,
yeah,
but I never had anything that's going to keep me out of the woods. I don't know if
yeah.
I'm a thrill seeker by nature and don't realize it, but I mean, I've had some things happen out there that keep me going after them.
I I hear you. When we were in the Daniel Boone, I was Paul Chafin he's seen probably 6 or 7 dogmen now.
Mm.
And so when we're down in, it's because it's kind of raining, it was dark, and he's kind of on edge as he's walking through, and saying, "Oh, well, I saw one here, I saw one there," and I'm like, "Well, let's go down there." And he's like, "I said, let's go at night. We'll just nope." And I'm like, "Come on, man, we got to go at night. We're not catching anything during the day." And he's like, "Nope." Mm, I'm like, "Okay," so
Yeah,
we'll leave it at that. But
nighttime is when all the fun happens. Yeah.
exactly, and I was excited, man, because I'm going. They're here. I know it.
It's like a
I was
song I
saying,
remember. It reminds me of a song. The freaks come out at night. You know. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, yeah.
yeah.
One of the I won't say his name, but the kid that played the banjo in Deliverance.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
at Crypticon this last year,
Really?
and
Wow.
yeah, he was talking to a couple people, and I overheard him say that his dog was
Yeah,
basically decapitated there in the
you're you're
Danny Boone.
you're talking about the young kid. Back when he was a young kid, he looked like a young child that were like a young Joe
Yep.
Biden.
Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah, that's
A
true.
lot of people made jokes about that picture of him. There's a still shot of that of when he was a kid in that movie scene. They're like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
hey, look, it's Joe Biden as a kid. Yeah.
Well, he was actually they asked him to play there. So
Okay.
some of the nights at Crypticon, we would go. I mean, we had a blast.
Yeah.
At nights, we had the bar that was in the hotel,
Oh,
so
nice, nice. Yeah.
everybody would meet there that was in the conference. And then we'd had a couple of others, but Mountain Monster guys were there, and it was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
They had these guys come out, and they were on the banjo and fiddle and everything like that. We were like, "Hey, this is cool," everybody's amping it up.
Wow.
And then they shut the bar down. And we're like, "Oh, okay. I guess we have to go back to our rooms." They're like, "No, you don't have to go back to your rooms, but you can't have them playing because there's other guests here." I'm like, "Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're all with us." So
Right. Right.
yeah, it's fun.
Wow.
All those guys are so cool too. All those
Yeah.
guys,
Hey,
and
Daniel. If you want to give
yeah,
me
yeah,
just a minute, I'm going to disappear
sure.
for about a
No,
minute
take that.
or so. I'm going to leave. There's people watching and listening, so feel free to share or chat whatever way you
Oh,
want to
okay.
go. So I'll be right back. So,
Okay. Sounds
all
good.
right.
No worries.
Yeah, William Nighthawk, Jeff Garrington's on here. So, yeah,
Oh, he
I
is
see him
good.
in the chat. Yeah, so yeah, feel free to chat away. If you guys have any
Yeah, yeah.
questions, go ahead and ask away, and I'll pop them up on the screen shortly.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, did you get the dog? William, brother, we need to have you on again. I'm trying to get a couple of people, um, like people that I grew up listening to. Like Dia Roberts. He was a big, big person in my life. Um, in fact, when I joined the NADP, he was the first to contact me. I had no clue on who he was and his stardom and whatnot with his books. Just the nicest guy. I had probably 10 people call me and congratulate me. So um, it it was a lot of fun. But yeah, there's gosh, what else? Oh, I'm not even sure what questions to ask, so I can't get your answers anyways. So um, anyways, um, we gotta have you back on one. A lot of people had a lot of fun with you. So and I don't get that often. So so it's me and Larry. But we've had some awesome guests on. Some of the best Bigfooters, a lot of the dogmen because we're part of the projects. Um, what else to the theory of the theories of the poltergeist activity that a lot of these people and I ended up taking home was um, it's called the hitchhiker effect. So it's more along the lines of everybody from the whole uh, Skinwalker cast, production companies, everything was all done, um, and it was sent home with everybody. So that was one of my questions when I had talking to the guys and hoping to have them on. Talked with Thomas and Dragon, Bryant, and just the coolest people too. So looking forward, we're gonna have them on, talk to them. Gosh, who else do we have coming up? Tomorrow we've got Trenton Battle, which I saw him on a recording, and I was like, we got to have you on. So we're gonna have him tomorrow night, and we are starting here at 5. So I'm on West Coast. So R5 is your 7, 8 o'clock there. So we tried to scoot it back to 5 o'clock, so it'll be easier for a lot of the people to um, be able to get home and see. So other than that, I'm not sure what else to answer you. So
All right, you are no longer
got
alone.
it.
I'm back.
Good. I hate hearing my own voice.
Oh no, don't feel bad. That's why I guess that kind of benefits me from wearing. I mean, I still hear myself talk, but hearing
Yeah.
wearing the headphones to it. But
Well, I find
so,
out after the podcast, I'll go and watch it on YouTube to see how it went. Oh my god, I
yeah,
hate my voice. I hate my
I'm
voice.
I'm usually the same way. That's why I yeah. It's all good
Yeah.
though.
Uh,
Um,
I have so many people that say, "Oh, you should be on radio," and I'm like, I listen to my voice and I'm going, No, sorry, no thanks." So
well, a while back when I did strictly online radio, well, no, actually, no, it wasn't strictly online. It's when in my earliest stages of doing podcasts, I would go through this whole intro,
yeah,
and I would throw in my, what I would project as my radio voice because it was going to be on the
yeah,
radio later anyway. But I'm like, welcome to ECBO Bigfoot Radio, kind of,
yeah, yeah,
I
and
was kind of a cornball, but a lot of people liked this. I did it for a little while. So.
yeah, yeah.
So,
No, I mean, and I used to because I worked at a pharmacy too, and I would answer the phone and be like, "Oh, you have a great radio voice," and I'm like, "Oh, really?" I'll go home and watch a podcast. I'm going, no. And
yeah.
Larry,
What's that now?
oh, he's still trying to sign on.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it pop up. I've been watching up on my screen. But
Yeah, no, I don't
Larry,
know. Well, if he hasn't figured it out by now, so.
yeah, I don't
But
know. I mean, you should be able to get. I mean, tell you what, I don't know if it'll do any good, but I'll send them the link again. If that,
yeah, yeah, try that.
I mean, it's the only thing I know how to do. Uh, so yeah, just let him know that I resent him the link to try to join in. So I don't know if it'll do any good, but make sure he watches everything on there that might pop up, or sometimes it's on the top of the screen, it might be on the lower of the screen. I don't know, how it'll appear to him. But, we do have a question on the chat for you, Dan.
Okay,
Coming from William Nighthawk. Um,
good.
wait a minute. Oh wait, hold on. I had it popped up. Where'd it go? It should pop up. Oh, there we go. It'll pop up here. All right, here we go. It said, Daniel, have you ever found the spiral patterns on canyon walls? He said, I will tell you what they mean in I don't know what the SW Ranch Crew, Southwest Ranch Crew. I don't know what he means.
Oh,
But
Skinwalker Ranch?
Skinwalker. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Duh. So
Does he mean we're in my research area, or
probably in general, I'm not sure.
there's not much on the way out here, Black Star Canyon. It's I mean, I'm sure because there was a Native American massacre that was out there,
Oh,
um, just right up the way. Um, they got into it. Native Americans got into it with horse traders, and they were stealing the horses, and they went in and shot it up. So you can get phantom um, gunshots out there during the day and night. So that's a different. I mean, it really. I haven't heard it, but I've heard a lot of people say it. Um, there's the stuff that would be more Native American would be on the backside of Black Star Canyon. Um, so yeah, it's there's I'm trying to think. A lot of the places where they have the caves where they were digging out um, the coal, I bet had stuff written on them because that was there long before. So I'm sure there's something back there, but oh, gosh, what else? There's so much that's happened back there. Um, they've had a ton of occult. They've had a ton of a couple dogman sightings. Um, and then Matt was also telling me, which makes sense, is there is the Bigfoot are using the fault lines to travel from Southern California all the way through north. So it's gone that far, but I'm not sure where I would even look to see. I'll have to ask Matt because I'm sure he probably has seen it back there because he was back there for years, um, and a lot of crazy things would happen. So I hope that I think that's about as good as I can answer as I can get.
yeah.
um, but the Skinwalker Ranch guys, yeah, I've you actually can see a lot of the markings that are on the side of rocks. One of them being a portal, native or a Navajo portal, which is sorry, the dogs. Um, but there's a lot of where one of the ends of the portal starts is right where that sign is, and then on the other side there's they do the triangle that is there, and that's supposed to be another end of the portal or what's coming apart or what's becoming part of the existence. So
Gotcha.
uh
Do you see his comment I have posted on the screen?
oh, there you go. Okay, dimension or level. Dang. Yeah. And this is why we got to have him back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's see, it was clockwise. It was clockwise in the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Well, that explained that right there. And that's part of the reason why learning all this stuff, I was watching William on other podcasts and um gosh,
Well, I
Jay
sent William.
Fountain and
Yeah, I sent
what?
William the link if you want to join, come in for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, he probably knows how to do it better than we do.
so David on here. David's asking, are the spirals part of a portal or burial ground?
Part of a portal.
Oh
definitely,
wow.
because there's actually a rock, and then there is smaller rocks around it going towards the right, so that would be a portal.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know where the burial grounds are, but I think Thomas and I talked about it. I think it's on another property over from them, which is even freakier because there's a lot more of the stuff that they're looking for in the show is on the adjacent property. Which I don't know if you know Tony Merkel.
Yeah,
He's
I do. I never met him, but yeah.
yeah, no, he was on his podcast. Um, they had actually done a documentary where they had gone out opposite side of Skinwalker Ranch, and they had some of the craziest stuff happen. And I guess the guy bought the property and is allowing researchers to go in and check out all this phenomena too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. They've asked me to come out, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it, but all of them are great guys. I mean, all the people that you learn and talk to out there, just the nicest people. I mean, you can ask them anything, and that's how I've gotten to be pretty good friends with a lot of them too. I'm fortunate.
Yeah.
Isn't the way? I'm not linear. Okay. Levels of dimensions. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, that makes sense. Is he gonna come see us?
Well, I don't know if he'll see it, but I said I sent him the link to join us. I don't know.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
he hasn't seen it on Facebook Messenger yet, but so yeah, William, I sent you a link to join us on Facebook
yeah.
Messenger. We would love to have you on here if you'd like to.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So no, these are your books, right?
What's that?
On the ticker
Oh,
at the bottom.
yeah,
Are
these are
those
my
yours?
late on the bottom going across on the ticker. Yeah, the Trail
Yeah,
of the Unknown, the Bigfoot Zone,
yeah.
and Caden Goes
And
Camping on
Caden.
my grandson. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I had fun doing the kids book, Caden Goes Camping. It's a small booklet, but
yeah,
it is based off our camping adventure. However,
yeah.
I made it. I did make it fictional because in the children's book, Caden discovers Bigfoot, which he has yet to do that in real life. But
Ah,
so yeah, so I had to make it a fun little thing. But
working on the
uh,
next chapter already.
working on it. Yeah, I have to get him back out there some more. But he
Yeah,
wants to. The only camping
yeah.
we've
It's
done
good.
so far this year was in the backyard. Because you know I can't always afford to go out there and do that. So,
Yeah, but they'll learn all the setting up tents and all that stuff back there, which is good.
right. Oh
But
yeah.
they'll probably learn to respect the land and you know the gifts that come from it. A lot of respect and honor
You know,
towards.
I've been amazed by how much he's already picked up on the
Yeah,
simplest basic stuff. A lot of people would actually ignore. I mean, little things like walking through the woods, going up to the small river that's in the area. I mean, they call it a river, but it's a big stream, really. I mean, well, it depends on what part of it you're on. But,
oh yeah,
however, I was pointing stuff out to him one day. And, Peter, look at those rocks. He saw, they were moved from out of their location.
yeah.
They've been flipped over. I said, Gator,
Oh
look at those rocks. I said, what did that? He said, a bear. I said, yeah, that's exactly right. That's what bears do, looking for bugs and grubs.
yeah,
They'll flip over rocks looking for all the bugs and grubs and whatever else might be there. And they do. And the thing is, they do the same thing with a lot of logs and stumps.
yeah,
I've seen a lot of destruction from bears in the woods over time. But yeah,
yeah,
but I was surprised. I don't know if I've ever told him that. Well, maybe I pointed it out to him one time, but he remembered it. So I don't know.
yeah.
So I was like, wow,
He's listening.
he's picking up on things. You know,
Yeah,
he's a smart little boy. He'll be 6 years old here in June. Yeah, the first week of June. Um,
yeah.
he picks up. It's like he learned things that he wants to learn. There's some things he still struggles with. I
There's
don't.
most things I struggle with too.
Yeah. Oh, I think Larry's here,
Is
and I
he?
think he's got audio. Woohoo! I see it.
Oh, there he is.
Finally.
Larry, we
Sorry,
got you.
guys.
Hey,
I
Larry.
finally figured it out. Uh,
Was it under the settings like I
it
told
was my
you?
Chrome. I had to open it
Oh,
up with Chrome.
Oh,
gotcha.
So I went through all my apps to make sure they had permission, and it was. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, "What the
yeah.
hell?"
It's not easy.
Because
Wow.
it
Yeah.
it worked.
What I do when somebody, I didn't even think about that, Larry, because a lot of people, when they send me a link to join in on their podcast, I'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
copy and paste it and open it up in my main browser. It always
yeah,
works that way. Yeah, I never thought of that. It's like, man, I wish I thought of that earlier. I would have said, yeah, just copy and paste it and go to your other
yeah,
browser.
yeah.
So,
So how'd your guest go? Your guest you had
oh, he was a no
Well,
show.
yeah.
no
Oh,
show?
you didn't get
Man,
that? I think I.
Yeah, he
I I was busy working on the phone. I didn't pay attention to
Oh
messages.
yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, we've been getting into a very interesting discussion, talking about
Yeah.
experiences from anywhere from paranormal to cryptids and all the strange. So
yeah,
yeah, it's been going pretty good. So uh,
yeah.
well,
I
I've
couldn't
been
believe.
talking and drilling Daniel on a lot of stuff. He's been sharing a lot of awesome information. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the table over to you now that we got you on the screen,
There
Larry.
you go. I like it.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
catch up now, buddy.
Daniel's like, about time. Leave me alone.
No, no, I don't mind. I don't
Nah,
mind.
nah. Daniel's been great, man. Um, Larry, so one of
I
the things
couldn't.
oh, go ahead.
I just couldn't figure it out because it worked fine yesterday. I was on
Yeah,
the Eye of Jupiter yesterday, and then the day before on the BMR show, and
Yeah. He's
no
making the rounds,
problem.
man.
First time. First time. This is a. Well, they asked me, and I'm not going to deny them. They're in our group, so
Yeah. Yeah.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
it
That's
helped.
why we support so many people that are that part of our Wrangler team too. We
Oh
got
yeah,
so many different sites and stuff or groups now, and
but
it's
I can step in a lot of the cryptid chats now, and hey
yeah,
Larry, I mean right off the bat, they
yeah,
know who I am, and I like it.
yeah, yeah, and he's doing a great job too, Larry. Great job,
Thank you.
man.
Hey, I couldn't have did it without you. So
Oh no, trust me, you
you
had done it
did.
without me. I could have done it
You
without me.
pushed it, and
Oh, it's and you're like his
got a lot of
grandson.
facts coming
You
up.
just
I was
talk, yeah,
researching it. There's a lot of conferences coming up and towards the
yeah,
end of May and June. Uh,
yeah,
Yeah, I
so
talked
you're
about the
wanting to
month of
start?
May and conferences. Didn't I think it already happened? But the Ohio Bigfoot conference, has that taken place already?
Yeah, yeah, it
yeah. I
already
got
happened. This
I
past
got asked to
weekend.
speak at that one, but I couldn't make it.
They have so
So
many on the same weekend because they have one in Arkansas too.
yeah, I saw.
Daryl and Ron and some other
Yeah,
people we know from the group were
Mm.
there.
yeah.
Matt Harvey, I think. There's
Oh,
a
Matt
bunch of
go?
people. Uh,
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
tell you
was
one
telling
event.
Daniel about Matt.
Yeah,
Go
there's
ahead, man.
one particular event. I've been there 4 years in a row. I spoke there almost every time I went, except for 1 year. However, it's a great event. Great people that host it. It's a mother and son that run and organize the event. They do a tremendous job. I mean, it's a massive turnout. They get, you know, I mean, they have some top names speaking there. They've had the late, you know, oh my gosh, why did my brain go dead like that?
Doctor
Jeff Melzer, thank you.
Belgium. Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
you know, they've had so many others. I mean, of course, they have the Mountain Monsters, Turtle Man. They've had
Yeah.
oh,
yeah. I'm sure a lot of them conferences are going to miss Dr. Meldrum.
Yes,
He was,
I'm gonna miss him. I mean,
Yeah.
the first conversation I ever had with him was back in 2017 when I first met him in Ohio at the conference. You know, I went.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever went to the Ohio Bigfoot conference. And, you know,
Yeah.
so you actually
yeah,
met him and talked to him and hung around
Yeah.
him.
yeah. Based off of my experience, because me and there was a small group of us, so we ended up getting a conversation with him together, and you know, somebody that is highly educated as he is, that's full of knowledge. You know, when he talked to us, he didn't talk to us like we were stupid, but you know, he talked to us more or less in simple terms where we clearly understood a lot of the terminology he was referring to. You know, so
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
awesome. I really appreciated that because
Yeah.
we understood. I understood him. I mean, I'm assuming the others did too, but and then again over the last few years, I've met him on a few other occasions over here in West Virginia. And where
Yeah.
The West Virginia Festival is an awesome event. It's something if you guys could ever make it, I highly recommend it. It's a big outdoor festival. And they have all kinds of great vendors.
But
I'm actually going to be
they got
speaking
one
there.
that's pretty close to me in Owensboro, Kentucky. They have one.
Okay. Now, you're in Indiana. How far are you from Illinois, the southern part?
The southern part, probably not very far.
Because
I'd have
I'm
to
not,
Google. I know you're rolling through and going to one, ain't you?
well,
Gonna
in
be a
Illinois,
guest speaker.
not in Illinois. I will be. I'm coming out there next year to film. We're doing an investigation where it'll be filmed for a documentary. Yeah. So I
Give
was
me
They've,
one
out there
sec, guys. I'll
before.
be right back. Let me check the
Yeah.
dogs.
they've had
Yeah. I
quite a
was.
few sightings there in Illinois
Yeah.
and
I tell you,
Indiana.
right. Murfreesboro, Illinois is one of the hot spots out there. We've been in
Is that
contact. Me and the group that plan on getting together out there. We've actually been in contact one gentleman actually reached out to me, um, telling me about the experiences he had on his own property, on a farm. So there's been a lot of stuff happening around that general area. So that may be a area of focus that we may concentrate in because we're actually trying to pinpoint a location where we could set up camp and investigate while we're out there because it's
yeah, that'd be
uh,
awesome.
yeah, for sure. Hey, maybe if it's not too far, maybe you come out too if you're up for it. So,
Yeah.
well,
Is that
yeah,
anywhere close to where the Big Muddy
yeah,
documentary was filmed?
yep, it sure is.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do because I know a few people involved with all that, and I know the guy who filmed the documentary on that. He's going to be part of our group that's going out there. So,
Oh, that'd
yep,
be awesome.
yeah, he's
Hopefully,
yep.
hopefully you gather some good evidence.
Well, we
Just
hope
in
so.
that general area, there's been a lot of happening there.
Yeah, it seems like a major hotspot, a major hotspot zone. I mean, so um, we're definitely hoping so. um, yeah, because I mean, like I said, I was out there about 4 years, well, about 3 years ago, maybe almost 4 years ago now. A group of us camped together. I don't know if you know young Zach Sterrick. Zach Sterrick was he was the one hosting it. Um, there was a couple others. There was one guy that came from northern Illinois, and then we had others join us from Louisiana. So yeah, we had a nice little group going on there. So we had a great time being out there. But
Yeah.
the area is a nice area, but we're looking for like I've been in discussion with a group that we're talking about doing this in, and we want a concentrated area that has more of a hotspot zone. So something that where it's likely we may get more activity, and hear things, maybe even
Yeah.
see things. So,
Some of the activity in that area dates back in the late 60s and through the 70s. I
mm,
don't know how old Bigfoot, live, how old they live or how long
yeah,
they live, but, it just depended.
It was
Uh,
300 to 400 years.
yeah. That's why if
Could be
they're
wrong, but I've
tied
never
into
seen
the
that or heard it
Nephilim,
somewhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
go back to the biblical ages. Some of the
Yeah.
humans lived to be goodness
Moses was
500,
800.
600 years old,
Yeah.
and if there's a part, Bigfoot is a descendant of that they could live to be very, very old. And,
Yeah, very
but there
Have you
has
possible.
to
heard
be.
anything, Daniel, on ages?
I personally have not. Of course, like we're talking about now, there's a lot of speculation and possibilities. I always
Yeah.
call them possibilities. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
but it depends on how you look at a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. I mean, if we could entertain the thought where I've heard from different sources, if you hear people say, "Oh, he's not an ape, he's a human," okay, stop right there. If you're gonna call him a human and not an ape, scientifically speaking, us as humans, we're considered apes in the
Yeah.
scientific world. We're
Yeah.
considered human apes. Then you
Yeah.
have your non-human apes. So,
Mm.
so the way I look at it, this is just me, guys. Don't hate me for this, but
I don't know. We got to hear it first.
Oh
yeah.
no.
So I look at Bigfoot as a possible non-human ape. But when I say that, I'm trying to be careful because I'm not saying he's a gorilla. I'm not saying he's a chimpanzee or a orangutan.
Yeah.
However, I believe he is of his own species. You know.
Oh yeah.
Now, and I'll try to clarify or touch on that real quick. Look, we have all these different species of non-human primates. There's all kinds of different gorillas. There's all kinds of different chimps. We got the bonobo, and the billy ape. They're all related to the
Yeah.
chimp, but they're different species of, different strains of bloodline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, for many years, there's only been two species of orangutan.
Mm.
But but up till just a few years ago, there was only two species of orangutan. But then there was a third species that was discovered that left science that baffled. Like, wait a minute, we got the new species of primate here. Where has he been all these years? Why
Yeah.
haven't we heard about him? So
That's
exactly.
like two in the last 20 years that they discovered. Two
Well, yeah,
different.
Something.
Yeah.
the Billy ape that was discovered back in the late '90s. Mid to late '90s. So it's a 300 to 400 pound ape. That's a big
Yeah.
ape.
Yeah.
So
That's a
I
big
mean,
one.
we got
You know,
species of
yeah.
primates and other species for that matter that are being discovered to this day. So, I mean, that's something. It's just
Yeah.
something to consider. I'm not saying he
Well,
is or isn't.
Scott Carpenter, right? You've heard of Scott
Oh
Carpenter.
yeah.
And Melba Ketchum was the one that did all the lab work, and they couldn't figure out why it was coming back human and chimpanzee. So they thought, oh well, it's been contaminated. That you got to throw it out. And they kept running them over and over and over, and it was coming back female, and then it was coming back chimpanzee.
Right.
And they got, oh, okay, so somebody left a monkey out there or something like that. No, Scott had certain ways of extracting the DNA off of skin or blood or something like that. And most of all those were chimpanzee female, part
Well,
chimpanzee, part female. Yep.
another thing, I don't know if you ever heard about this, but another thing that was discovered about her project, the whole genome project and
Yeah.
everything, where her
Yeah.
peer review was never peer reviewed, or the people that were involved with the review jumped ship.
Yeah.
But long story short, not to get into all kind of technical details, but her work was actually when other scientists did get involved and started looking at what was being tested, they weren't tested all the way through. They were being incomplete. Where a lot of the DNA was coming back as this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
But when you complete the sequences, the truth was actually starting to come out. But it didn't get that far with her. She never let it get that far.
Yeah.
But So what I'm saying is, a lot of them were actually came back as known species of different animals and mammals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a lot of them were bear. There was possum, skunk. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember all
Yeah.
of them, but I'm not going to try to remember all of them. But
And
that was the
Melba,
thing.
we know you had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, Miss Ketchum.
So,
So she just had a birthday recently.
oh, I don't keep up with her like I used to.
Yeah, she's got some amazing talks and stuff she's done. In fact, I was just looking at the book at a doctor's appointment the other day about the truth denied, about her work and basically all the DNR, all these people would take these samples and throw them out, or they wouldn't send them back, or
Well,
and it was always the
well,
people that were
are you aware
collecting
that?
it from him.
Yeah, are you
What's
aware
that?
that there was some people that took over and started finishing her work
Oh, I thought
because
you were still doing it.
no, her not well. The results that she came back before, like I said, they were all incomplete. She's a
Oh yeah.
veterinarian. She's a veterinarian who took on forensics,
Oh
for a short period of time. She To get involved with forensic, you need to have years of experience. She
yeah.
took a
Well,
basic.
Lori, my wife, she's a veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said with Melba, she got involved with forensic science,
Yeah.
but her study in it didn't go far. She was,
Yeah.
I don't know
Well, it's
all about that.
finances.
Well,
Anybody
that
that said, yeah, anybody that said, oh, well, we're searching for Bigfoot, um, they would just automatically take and dump all those samples, and make it look like it was, their fault. But yeah, no, I mean, funding was a problem because if you would have DNA from a Bigfoot, it would close down so many labs because that's what they're specifically looking for. So when somebody finds it, all that government money is going somewhere else because we've already found out where the Bigfoot is. Now I
right.
know that they've had it for years and years and years now that they know that it's a Bigfoot.
Yeah, but
Um,
she also
so
put up
yeah,
private funding where a lot of
yeah,
personal people were donating thousands of dollars to her,
yeah,
and then it just got her project just went like went blank, like she didn't
yeah,
continue it. You know,
yeah. She, and after Scott passed away too. I mean, uh, and Dave Pilates was best friends with Scott, and they were all into finding Bigfoot DNA and whatnot. But if I mean, there's billions of dollars that goes out into funding for labs just to
oh yeah,
find, you know, and so nobody's going to say anything. And if somebody says something, they're going to get treated like shit because you're taking away their funding. But they don't tell common people like that. But one of those tests, a DNA test, that is the extra step into finding the two different DNA samples. Um, I mean, they really didn't. How do I say it? Um, God, I forgot what I was going to say, anyways. But yeah, those tests, the DNA tests that are the step farther between finding the two different ones, is between $7,000 and $10,000. So that's part of the problem that Scott had
right,
because he would take these samples, send them out, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, well, no, we didn't get his, DNA and whatnot." I mean, what do you do from there?
yeah,
So, yeah, but it's $7,000 to $10,000 to run that extra
Yeah.
part.
yeah. But the other thing is too, a part of there were some errors. If you follow her work to the T, there was a lot of errors where, as
Yeah,
far as sending out samples and stuff as a blind peer review. I mean, blind samples, and you're not supposed to say what you think they are, or what they you need to
yeah,
get the results from a source that's checking them out
yeah,
blindly. Which again, a lot of them it didn't go that far. Like a lot of them, I
yeah,
think easily dismissed a lot of it because, hey, you're saying this is what it is. No. we're not going to mess with it. We're not going to waste our time.
If the
That
state
was,
or
I
the
think, a big part of
government
it.
is,
Yeah, state
But
or
now,
government's in
you're
there.
not going to
They
find
won't get
out what it
past
was anyway. If they're involved in any kind of funding or
yeah,
yeah.
participate,
billions of
they'll
funding.
shut it down.
Now another thing, switching gears here. There's been a big. I only started to see it on Facebook and thinking, okay, this is just Facebook. Where I'm sure you guys heard about this too. Ohio has been like since March, since early March up till now. There's been a all
Flap.
this all this stuff about sightings and stuff and evidence
Yeah.
being found. Now, my mom sent me something earlier. I was like, I didn't realize it's gone this far, but all these different news networks, the New York Post, all these other conservation posts, uh, Fox News, they've all jumped on this because now there's law enforcement involved with these sightings and reporting that all law officers are admitting that they're seeing evidence for themselves that okay, there's these 17-inch tracks out here, and they're seeing them for themselves,
Yeah.
and there's a lot involved. So, I mean, Ohio's been always a kind of a hot spot anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Always.
been a hot spot for a while.
Yeah,
We had
but
Bruce Brown on too
mhm.
a couple weeks ago. And he has seen more than 10 witnesses put together. I mean, he's always gone on calls. Well, what else did he say, Larry? He
To what?
he had Larry or not Larry, Bruce Brown
Bruce Brown? Yeah.
when we had him on.
Yeah, he's a magnet.
That
He
guy,
thinks
you
it's,
got to have him on. He will blow your
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Okay.
he
You'll have
will.
him on for 2 hours, and you'll only hear about 1% of all the stuff that he's been involved in, or found, or been called out on. So
Wow.
But like
he
Daniel
is,
said, the first time that we've ever seen major news outlets broadcasting about Bigfoot sightings when they
yeah,
were having so many there in Ohio,
yeah,
like what, 8 in a week or something like that.
yeah. There was 8 and 9 days, something like that.
And
But
then not a week or two after that, that dogman attacked. It made news. You don't
yeah,
hear
it
that
blew
stuff.
off. Yeah,
Uh,
and I think they called it the Sasquatch flap of
yeah.
Ohio. I don't understand what the flap is.
You,
But
yeah, do you recall particularly what part of Ohio? That's something I haven't paid attention to.
Salt Fork was a lot of where those were.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Salt Fork because the reason if there's stuff going on in Salt Fork, which I mean people have been reporting sightings and activity there over the years,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
I feel this is just my honest opinion. I feel like okay, maybe Salt Fork is revving up, sightings and stuff leading up to hey, we just had the Ohio Bigfoot conference. Maybe
yeah,
the way
yeah.
I
They
look
could be out there looking more
at it, right,
in that area
but
and
I feel
cause
like it's a
this for everybody to
promotional
see it.
event. Like I don't know, like I think of things weird. I think of things different than like I was looking at this. Hey, could this be a
Yeah,
promotional stunt? Hey, let's get more
yeah,
people to Ohio to attend the conference this year.
exactly.
Because maybe they were a dying breed. They bring the
That's a
same
good
people
point.
there all the time to speak. So I mean, come on, how many times
I'm
you got to
sure
go there to
that
hear the
helped the
same?
conference out.
Oh
They
yeah.
Right.
had a
Well,
lot more
I wonder
spectators.
if it was before the conference
I mean,
when
it
they had
started back in
everybody,
March. Yeah, it
because
started
Yeah.
back in
they're
March.
all these guys that are Bigfoot people that are in Ohio all collect together in on the days that they're not at the conference.
Yeah.
And I mean that could blow it up easy.
I mean, I got friends that do group campouts that publicly
Oh yeah,
post about them, from Pennsylvania. But hey, we're going
yeah,
to Ohio. We're going to go camp at South Fork State Park.
yeah,
I've been invited, which is cool. I mean, yeah, me, I plan on going to Ohio and camp in Salt Fork State Park, see what the fuss is all
yeah,
about. I mean,
yeah.
but I'm not going to tell people about it. I'm not going to announce it. I want to go,
No,
as myself. And
yeah,
if I do find something, I'm gonna like, okay, maybe this is legit. No, when you have a group of people going out here, you got all these people out there. I mean,
that
hey,
are known and to know what to look for.
Right. And not just that, but if you have a group of people going out there, hey, let's get
Yeah.
a whole stampede of people marching through the woods, you know,
Yeah.
nah. I mean, I got a large group of people that go with my group campouts, but not every one of us goes out during our hikes and stuff. We split up,
Yeah.
We're not in a concentrated area. I mean, we get a lot of activity, like I was talking about earlier. We get a lot of stuff happening right there at camp,
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just me, but I like I said, maybe I'm thinking too far or into it. Where I'm
No,
like,
I mean, and that's another funny thing you mentioned that is because a lot of the people that are witnessing this
yeah,
all have a learning disability. A
okay,
I
lot.
can't believe
yeah,
your guest
A
didn't
lot.
show up. That
Oh yeah, the guest didn't show up.
first time
yeah.
it's ever happened.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because a week ago, when I asked him if he wanted to jump on, he said, "Yeah," but he told me then he was going to be out in the woods. I said, "Well, John, let's reschedule this. You're not going to have good service out there. It won't work."
Yeah.
He said, "No, no, I've already been out there. I know it's going to work." He tells me last minute, right before the show.
Uh-huh.
I can't. It won't let me log on. I don't have good service. I said, John.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
I said that's
You
why I
don't
said
want
let's
to say I
reschedule it.
told you so, though.
yeah. No, that'd be the last thing you want to say.
Some people are hard headed, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't care how old you are, how much older you are than me. You don't know everything. I know what I was talking about. That's why I
No.
said let's reschedule you. I could have had it, like I told Daniel, I could have got another guest scheduled.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Have
I
you
I've
had
couldn't.
seen where he's been at it for 57 years. That's a
yeah,
long time.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Have you had Ernie Devereaux on yours
that
yet,
name don't.
Dave?
That name doesn't ring a bell.
He's another guy you need to.
Yeah.
His stories are just amazing. He's even witnessed two Sasquatch using some sort of sign language together.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that was a big thing. And I
Yeah.
took that to Dr. Mayer. I took it to Ronnie and Russell. Um, Martin Gross. He wanted
Yeah,
me to send
I
it
think
to.
Daniel would like Ernie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And,
And I
and
mean
what's his last name? Ernie what?
Devereaux or
Devereaux.
is it Devereaux?
Yeah, I think so. His
Yeah.
last name's hard to pronounce.
Yeah,
We can. I'll shoot you something from Messenger. I'll shoot you
Yeah. You can put.
screenshot his
Yeah.
profile and send
Davio.
it to you.
It's Ernie Davio, Davieau,
Oh,
and
it's actually
the
spelled
guy
different.
is a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Him and what was his name? Bruce.
yeah,
Those are shows that will go on for an hour, at least an
yeah.
hour, and you'll
Yeah,
still
if you let
only
them
scratch
talk,
the surface. Yeah,
they'll talk to you.
Yeah.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
go.
It's nice because you build this not a fan base, but when you talk to people, they give you their thoughts, and you don't necessarily think about it, or you don't hear about it, and then you hear about it again, and you're going, okay, well maybe there's something to it.
So, is this the platform we're using from here out, or are you doing your
Um,
StreamYard on Fridays?
yeah, it's Dan, tell Larry about being on this podcast.
Oh
This,
yeah. So
yeah,
Larry, since you all right, so yeah, here we are on YouTube. However, this podcast, even though we're on a video podcast, this is going to be distributed to all the major podcast platforms. We're on the online
Uh-huh.
radio programs where it'll get distributed elsewhere. For example, I'll throw it up here real quick.
and
Yeah,
that's an awesome picture, man.
yeah, I
So
like
I
it.
love that.
you guys are officially part of Media Squatch. It's the podcast
Yes.
network. Yeah, which it'll be distributed through Spreaker, which will distribute through Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and whatever major podcast platform you can listen to. So
That's
that's something
cool.
you could announce to your followers, and if they don't watch podcasts on YouTube, they can listen to the audio version on any of their major podcast platforms they prefer to listen to. So absolutely.
Now, are we using this one, or we still do we get rid of
Oh no, as far as your podcast, you can keep your podcast.
StreamYard?
You can keep your
Oh, okay,
your channel. Yeah, absolutely. Um,
okay,
it's just it's easy. Like it's set up through here. I mean, I can still download it off of yours. Um, it's just if you want to, I'll send you all the content, the images, if you want to use that to help. I don't know if you guys know how. If you guys want to set it up that way, is when you're
yeah,
done a podcast, you have to let me know so I can download the audio. So.
okay,
But the reason I do it this way here is easy for me because like I can go on here and just download it and upload it real quick. It's easy for
yeah,
me on my end. So yeah,
gotcha,
so, but yeah,
yeah,
it will be heard. Then like I said, it's a setup on Media Squatch. Like I have ECBR Bigfoot Radio, um, which is separate from a YouTube channel, and so when I download stuff for my podcast, I can put it right up onto my platform through Media Squatch, and it automatically gets distributed to all the platforms. So the my producer guy who runs and owns Media Squatch set up a separate platform just for you guys, so I have access
oh,
to
cool,
that. Yeah. So,
wow,
so you guys basically you guys have your own online radio program now. So yeah,
how
that's the way
cool,
it works. And it is titled just as you see here, the Cryptid Wrangler. So,
yeah,
yep.
wow, how
Yep.
cool,
Yeah, absolutely.
awesome, and I like
So,
the background picture better than
oh, what's that you talking about?
StreamYard. Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
Galaxy or something like that.
Oh, I could change that. I could put whatever background, or whatever.
Yeah,
I use that one a lot for mine. So,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
wow,
So, do you guys have? We're gonna have to come to a close because it's
yeah. Oh, you
approaching.
got another one after this, right?
Not tonight, no,
Oh, okay.
tomorrow. But I have to get up in the morning to get my grandson up to school. I'm off on Fridays, so you know.
Gotcha. So the Cryptid Wrangler podcast,
I had
we
to go
start at
get a
5
drink, guys.
o'clock. Yeah. Oh no, you're good. We have that it starts at 5, but that's Pacific Standard Time, so it would be end up 3 hours for where you're at, Dan.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, for future reference, now we set this up tonight on Thursday only because I have a podcast and I'm hosting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer to do Friday nights?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. We're not getting that many people coming on. I mean, we have good guests and all, but it's we just don't have the
Have you
Oh,
one show that we had Mike on?
which might
Because a lot of them come back and watch the recorded one.
yeah.
right.
It had 140 views, so and several comments. I go through there, and seems like a lot of them come through and watch it. They're probably scrolling through cryptid stuff and see it, then
Yeah.
click on it and view it. But
So what we'll do? You guys prefer Fridays, so let's start doing this on Fridays. Now, next Friday I can't do it next Friday because
It's all right.
I'm headed out to camp next Friday. I'll be
Oh
gone.
man, we'd rather you be doing that.
Yeah, I'll be out there. Me and the group will be out there for 9 to 10 days. So.
but didn't you say that since it records it, you could
Oh yeah,
copy it
You
and
do the audio,
download it
yeah.
anyway?
yeah. You can share like even the links I shared on Facebook. You can share them around, and people can watch it through there. Yeah, yeah. Always share the link around. Like one thing I noticed you guys did. With your podcast, you'll make a post about like talking about it.
Mhm.
Share when you do that. Make sure you share the actual link so people can find the link easier that way. So,
Oh,
yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
never
yeah.
thought of
right.
People,
Yeah.
I hate to be honest, but I've seen it over the
That's
years.
right.
You got all these people on Facebook and social
Mhm.
media, but I'm sorry, but they're stupid. They don't know how to use it. You got to,
Yeah.
you got to dumb it down for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So
I think I get a little too
yeah,
deep with the oh, you should see this picture in that. So
Yeah, they don't know how, some people don't know how to go look up a YouTube channel, you know. So
yeah,
it's easier to if you're going to share something or make a post, include the link with it. You know, that way they
shit,
could, hey,
good
let's
thinking.
click on this. You know, so
Yeah, maybe
you'll
we should start trying that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you'll build your audience that way. You know, and
Yeah,
more and
yeah,
more
I've
people
been
learn about your
using
channel.
the logo that you made up when I
yeah,
talk about a
Oh,
yeah.
guest coming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Did a great
absolutely.
job. It's
Like when I make
perfect, man.
logos for myself, I sometimes I change them periodically, or you know, until I'm like, okay, this one looks even better. I'm going to leave this one for a while. You know, I
Yeah.
do
Oh
that
yeah.
sometimes. You know, so just
We
like
got
I have,
Trenton Battle tomorrow night.
Yeah. Trenton Battle.
He's the Kentucky rep for
Yeah.
the North American Dogman Project.
Yeah.
Uh,
okay,
I've seen him
Yeah.
on
No, we
a
got.
couple other broadcasts.
Oh.
hmm.
Oh shit. Did I?
Yeah, Daniel, when you think about it, send me a few of them pictures that he sent you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'd
Oh
like to see him.
yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't live,
absolutely.
he lives pretty close to the LBL now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. He's right by there.
Well,
So,
that's south of me. That's probably about 5 hours, roughly.
yeah.
So,
That's
yeah,
not
I'm
but
bad.
he sees Bigfoot and Sasquatch there, like Martin and Daryl. The
Yeah.
place is full of.
I would love to go do a camp out down there. You know, in the
Oh, I would
Yeah,
love
LBL.
to have you.
I would too.
Yeah,
I'd like to go to a camp out down there with Martin and Daryl and Martin Nunley and Mike
Yeah.
Smith. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a dream camp, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, if you're gonna go, I mean, we're gonna be filming down there in November, so it could
that.
be
Well, you're talking about November of this year.
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would.
Crypticon.
Because
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it this year though. I mean, I got other obligations to attend to, which I have
yeah.
to get to. So
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah. Larry, you're gonna try to make it, huh? But
I
probably not.
I hope if the finances are there, yeah,
Yeah.
not
yeah,
that far of a drive.
because
These
September.
fuel prices, I hope they drop a little.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's crazy.
The F-150 extended cab four-wheel drive is nice to have hunting and fishing, but
Yeah.
on the
It's
highway, it
beast.
don't do very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I got a Jeep Grand Cherokee with a Hemi. It's like
I
you
got,
take off from the light and it just.
I
Well,
get
I guess
about
that
So
16, 17 mile gallon.
I used to have
I'm
an
sure mine's like
SUV.
12.
Yeah, but I'm
I
down
got
to
plenty of
a
torque
little
though.
car right now. I drive a little Honda Fit. It's got a 10-gallon
Oh
tank.
yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. But you know, even even for me, I mean, with my tight budget, that 20 like
Yeah.
right now, I'm just a little. Maybe I got a quarter of a tank, but another
Yeah.
$20 might fill it up. I don't know.
I got,
$40 won't even fill up a quarter of my Jeep.
Oh, I can imagine.
So
I can
oh,
imagine.
it's a
Yeah,
nightmare, man.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
because
an older
crazy.
friend of mine got diagnosed with Parkinson's. It was real
Oh,
advanced. And the last 2 years of his life, I uh, took him to all his doctor's appointments and went grocery shopping and stuff like that for him. He left me a car, but it's still in probate or whatever they call it.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
soon as it gets out, I'll have a 2016 Chevy Spark to drive, little
yeah,
oh
hatchback 4 door.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's
I
about the
drove
size
it
of
to
what I drive.
Florida one time and it got like 48 miles of the gallon.
Yeah,
So soon as that all gets settled and I get the title for that, I'll have two vehicles again.
yeah.
there you go.
Jeez.
So, all
One
right,
second,
guys.
guys.
Yeah, go ahead. So yeah, I'll send you the images and everything, and you guys can use that on your podcast. And, yeah, like I said, after it's done, said and done, I'll like I said, just let me know when it's done. and or send me the link to the YouTube channel, and I'll do what I can, and I'll download it and upload the audio version of it to the radio.
Good, Daniel.
Yeah.
What's that?
Man, I was madder. I could have chewed metal and spit nails while ago when my phone wasn't working. I was like,
Yeah.
you tell me, next time they send me a thing about a free upgrade, I'm gonna fucking upgrade. I'm gonna get. I've been looking
Yeah.
at. I got a Galaxy S something, but it's a new phone. It's not even a year old yet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I can upgrade anytime. I've been looking at the
Yeah.
Google Pixel, I think.
Oh
10.
Yeah.
yeah.
That might help.
That's an awesome ass phone. I might go with that one.
Yeah. I've had mine for three good years. It's a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm due for an upgrade, but I'm still paying. I still have
Oh,
a little bit left
you're
in
like
payments on this one. So because
my
these ones
phone
here, these
that
are
I had
11.
before this one. If it wouldn't have broke, I'd still be using it because I loved it.
Yeah.
This is Samsung 10, and it's bigger and
Yeah, that's what
like
I
a
like
little
about this one here. It's
computer.
a big phone. It's big. I don't like a small, tiny phone.
No,
Yeah, but the Samsung
I
Galaxy
I
got
lose it
S23 is
too
good.
easy.
I got big hands anyway, so
Very
I,
cool.
Me too, unfortunately.
yeah,
I could 2 basketballs.
that's what
Nice.
Dad said. He always, man, he said, you need to learn to box. I had a friend in the Navy that boxed. He said, went at a young age and I just wasn't interested.
Yeah.
He's going to hook me up and everything with the Golden Gloves boxer. And I was like, nah,
No.
I ain't-
We're past
not my
that now.
thing.
We're way
Yeah,
past that. Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
yeah.
Well, gentlemen, we'll be in touch
Oh, yep.
for future reference, and yeah, I know you said you guys are doing a podcast on your end tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like I said, let
Which,
me know when
yeah.
that's done, or send me the link to that show, and
Okay.
like I said, I'll get them uploaded to the radio platform, and I'll be working on
Good.
this one tonight after we're done here.
Oh, thank
And
you, man.
oh, for sure, for sure. And then
Hey, I
also,
appreciate everything you do for us, Daniel.
Oh, yeah. It's
Nah,
my
amazing.
pleasure. I mean, I want to do this again when you guys aren't here, and if you
Yeah.
guys have a
Yeah.
guest, bring on a guest. Even what's the name of the gentleman Bruce you were talking about?
Bruce
Bruce
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Yeah,
wouldn't mind having
I
him
could
on
talk to
here.
him and see if we could set up a date,
Yeah,
or
that's
me
what I
Yeah.
or
was thinking.
Daniel.
Yeah.
But
So, like I said, I can't do nothing next Friday, but we could. I mean, hold on, let me see something. Let me look at my calendar
I
real quick.
think now that I got this opened in Chrome, if I keep it open, it should be able to get on easier next time.
So, my next available Friday would be the 29th. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's see
Friday.
if we
No,
can drum up somebody.
yeah, Friday.
Uh,
Friday the 29th. Because that Thursday, apparently, yeah. I was just looking at my calendar. I'm glad I did. 'Cause I have a podcast. I'm a guest on that Thursday night. So
I
yeah.
bet if we talk to him, I bet we could get Scott to do another one. He really enjoys coming on the show, and
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
he's the
Whoever you
one
guys
that
want to bring
seen
on.
the Bigfoot's coming out of the orb that
Oh
was
wow.
hovering along the
Oh,
ground.
yeah, David.
Him
Was
and
it
the guy
David?
that's filming.
Yeah, that's
He's got,
Scott Rush, right?
yeah, he's got
Yeah, I had
captured
told
some pretty good
Daniel
stuff
about that
too.
one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. You guys want to set that up May 29th?
Yeah.
We'll do that at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Well, I don't know what's a good time for you on your end.
Probably midnight for you guys. Down here in California is like shit. I couldn't tell you.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think we went with 5 because more people could see it.
7, 8, or 9, whatever works for you guys. I'll be here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll be there too, Dan.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to set up a guest for May 29th, I'll be in touch over that.
You know what? I've got a guy that we should have on. The guy's name is Trenton Battle is tomorrow night. And the other one was I just sent those to you, Dan.
Okay.
We got some really good guests. Chris Bledsoe. Have you heard of him?
No, I can't.
UFO. He just wrote a whole, I think his second book. And I messaged him and I said, "Hey, would you like to come on the show sometime?" He's like, "I would love to. I just can't do it right now." And I said, "Oh, well, you're probably signing books and stuff like that." And he goes, "Exactly."
Mm-hmm.
He says, "As soon as that ends, I'll come on your podcast." So, and then I found out his son has iHeartRadio podcast too, and it's answering questions from his father. It's
Okay.
Shane Bledsoe, I think, but they're both. I mean, UFOs. They understand it too well. I mean, it's really that amazing.
Right.
And Chris, he can walk out, and I guess he was on Small Town Monsters, and he sat down, and he said, "We just want to know how you contact the UAPs and UFOs." And he goes, "Oh, like this," and he goes, "Right here." Sure shit. One flew over. You could see it. I'm going, "Oh, that guy's good."
Wow.
But yeah, no, we've been so fortunate with so many people and friends of ours that have just been incredible. Like, well,
Nice.
like the one you were in, Daniel, too. I mean, we appreciate that too.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I think. That's going to help get us more off the ground. Is more of the people that I guess I've met over the years, or Larry's met over the years, and so I mean we're good for at least a page and a half.
Okay.
Other people, so yeah. So
Excellent.
all
And I
right,
mean,
all right.
yeah, if you guys ever need to get, I mean, I got other people too. I can get jumped on here too.
I'll start.
Oh,
I'll start
too.
ringing up people again too, and talking to them, and
Yeah,
schedule them. A month ahead or whatever. So,
yeah. But we have a couple people coming up.
Okay.
Jay Fountain, right? Jay
Mhm.
Fountain
Oh yeah.
and Nick Valente. They're going to be
Yeah.
coming up. Then we've got Skinwalker Ranch guys coming up.
Nice. Yeah, I've had Jay
couple
on my
months.
podcast before. Yeah.
Jay, yeah, no, he's good. He's a good guy when he's not breaking his arm.
Yeah.
He had surgery and slipped and fell on the ice and ruined that. And then
I'm sure he's broke
something
more
else
than that.
happened.
He's a former UFC.
Oh yeah,
fighter.
MMA fighter. Yeah,
MMA. Yep.
he's a pretty cool guy too. I've gotten to know him over the years. And
Oh yeah, great guy.
Nick Valente. And we've got some. I'll send you some of them too, Dan, because some of them are just like we can't believe what we're getting. Like Scott Brush. Jeez.
Nice.
Scott Brush is the one that I was telling you about with the orb, where you can see the Bigfoot faces inside. So yeah, definitely him and a lot more. So
yeah, we don't have no problems drumming up guests. Daniel gets a couple at a time. So.
yeah, fortunately, I don't always got that. Or
We gotta have Bruce back on. I finally got him to commit and come on, and he really enjoyed it. And
Ken Gerhardt, we got him. We got his okay. Ronnie, I think I'm trying to get Ronnie to come out for the documentary at Black Star out here. Fortunately, I got Russell and Biko. So hoping Russell makes it and Ronnie, you never know. So
Sweet.
But a lot going on.
Yep. Hey,
We can't
tomorrow
complain.
send that link to me a little bit early so I make sure I can get in there and everything's working.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
Monday? Is that good? We send it to you Monday.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
want that to happen again.
I'm the same way though. I Larry's seen me screw up. There's one of our podcasts where me and him were talking. Is it live? Are we live yet? Look at these idiots. I'm going, oh shit. So, anyways, guys, sounds good. And again, appreciate it, Daniel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You too, William.
Hey, yeah, you guys keep it
Sounds good.
squatchy, and yeah, we'll be back together again soon enough. So
Sounds good,
Yeah.
man. We love it.
yeah,
We love it.
absolutely.
All
Have a
right.
good
Out of
rest
here.
of the week, Daniel, and